Hi, welcome back. So now we looked at the relationship in the previous video. That's one of the important part of you need to understand how it's created and everything. So once you know how the relationship works and everything, so the rest of them is going to be very simple. So now in one of the previous videos we created a report, mailing list sorted by city. So and then what we did is we passed the variables and picked up the variables, and then so now we're going to convert this report into a DQL using this button here. So we don't have to do that. We can write the script, but since already we have a report, I'm going to show you how this works as well. So you convert the DQL and then it shows you the script. So the DQL is basically stands for DataEase query language, its own language. You can do so many things with DQLs. You update records, enter records, delete records, and things like that. So we will go over that in a timely fashion, but for now we can look at the script here. So what we did in the past videos, we went into forms, we went into mailing list, and then we pick any record out of here, and then we click this button, and then the button will get the value of the state, pass it on to the report as a variable, and then the variable gets set in here, and then it picked up based on the report, and then it prints the report. With the DQL it will still work as long as it's the same name and everything. But now we're going to look at it is a data entry screen, which is basically a graphical user interface where user can enter manually. Okay, so now once we convert it to the DQL, we need to go to view and then data entry form, and then this is again it just looks like a form. So in here, Control T, and then I could type in please enter state below and click print to continue. So I type that in, and then I make that font, let's a little bigger, Arial, and then I'm going to call it bold, and then let's say 18 maybe, so it looks a little bigger. So now we need a field here. So again, you can go object field, or you can do F10 and then create a field, and then I'm going to call it ST for state. Okay, let's do capital ST, and then text 2, and then I'm going to say required, meaning that you must enter this field for the report to work correctly. So that's what becomes mandatory, required. So I click OK, and then it looks like so small, so I'm going to make that bigger as well. So I'm going to call it Arial, this time regular, maybe 16. Okay, so now the border looks a little light, so I'm going to right click display, and then I'm going to call border, and then I'm going to make it black. So now it looks a little darker, and the font, let's make it black as well. So click OK. Oh, even because it's a mandatory field, I go display border, make it red, so we know it's a mandatory field. So now I'm going to create some buttons. So let's say first button print, and then go to object button, the second button exit. So now print button, all I need to do, right click action, and then go into record, save as new. So we will be using a save as new for the procedure or the DQL to run the output. So now exit, again we could do document close. You must have seen this in the previous videos. So now view script, and then in the script we are not going to pick up the variable. So this time we're going to pick up data hyphen entry space st. So that's whatever is entered into that graphical user interface will be picked up by this script, and then it's going to print. So now I'm going to go and save this. Before I save, I'm going to go to script, check the script, everything looks good, and then I'm going to go file, save, and then I'm going to close. So, and then I'm going to close this screen as well. So now if I go to the reports, I don't see any reports. The report is gone. The reason being is because we converted that into DQL. Now it's under the procedures and DQLs. So when we come here, it's right there. So now as soon as I click on that, it will ask me, okay, what is the state? Please enter state below and click print to continue. So okay, now let's try NY. It's not case sensitive, so I can type in anything I want, and then I click print. Again, I can run it to window, click OK. So you can see on the right hand side here all the states are NY. Now go back, and again I'm going to say let's do Texas, and then click print, run it to window, click OK. You can see it filtered by Texas, all the states. So this is just an example of it. So that doesn't mean you can only do the states. You can create fields to run the report by county, city, address, name, you just name it. You can do all kind of things, but I'm showing the basics of the data entry. So you create like a graphical user interface, and then whatever you enter to request something, and then you run it, and then you get the output. So that's the idea. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.